What's going on? Today, we're going to be hitting some legs, more specifically, kind of a quad day. Before I get started, I just want to preface I'm not feeling so hot today, but we're going to keep pushing through it. Um, but yeah, it's probably going to be more of a low key day. If I start feeling a little bit better, I'll probably put a little bit more, not effort, but like stress in. But I'm not feeling hot today. I did like 40 minutes of cardio before this because I was like, maybe if I get a sweat going, if I get through my cardio, I'll feel all right. I took probably like 2 3 hours ago. I went climbing. That definitely probably made me a little exhausted, but I wasn't really expecting to all of a sudden, like, I swear, like 2 hours ago, I just hit like a wall. And I was just like, nope, not feeling good. So I've been drinking water. Hopefully throughout the workout, start feeling a little better. Not sure what's going on, but we're still going to push through it. To start off, just hitting the adductors, hitting the hips. Gonna warm those up. Gonna do a little bit more technical stretching and going to hamstrings. That way, hopefully, we don't cramp up. Drink a bit more water. This is actually set 5. I did a few before this, and yeah, definitely tight now. But yeah, overall should be pretty decent day. We're gonna switch up hamstring a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna start with any pushing motions, but like I said, if I start feeling a little better, probably add it at the end. But yeah. Anyways, breath holds gonna be in this video. A lot of people have been asking for them, but they're gonna be at the end. So stay tuned, or just skip to the what's it called? The posing, and then after that, I think I'm gonna add breath holds. So yeah, or maybe before. I don't know. You can find them. All right. So I am starting to feel a little bit better. Just kind of not moving, stretching, and then doing my breath holds and stuff. Drank a bit more water, and I'm slowly starting to feel a little bit better. Hopefully, it continues that way. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get on to our hamstring curls. This is going to be a single leg. This is kind of a different type of machine instead of like the resistance and stuff we're used to on those, whatever they're called. This one's a bit more like not a pendulum. I don't know what to call it, but just kind of moves on an axis. So it gives a little bit different motion. This thing's killer though. I haven't done it in a while. I think I'm just so used to easy machines that it's kind of like, why change it? But it gives us kind of a easier way to target one side, Feels all right. I was definitely kind of forcing them up at a certain point. But yeah, let's do 3 more of these. I'm getting to the point where, or I'm pushing these to the point of like almost failure to where I can't do it without mostly just my leg. I'm still, throwing in some torque and everything, but if I'm having to like full on change the way I do it, it's probably time to call it there. Two more. All right. Set 3. I'm going to have to ask politely, do not stare at my butt. It's weird. This is where we start to feel it. Okay. Last set, we're going to go a little lighter. One of mine. Okay. Set number 4 for these, and then we'll move on to a little bit different stuff. A little lighter. All right. Let's move on. I'll figure out what to do next in the next 30 seconds and let you guys know what's going on. All right. So we're going to be moving on to, I wasn't going to do press, but I am feeling a little bit better. So we're going to only do like 2 sets of, squat press, leg press, whatever you call it. And decently heavy weight, nothing crazy, nothing maxing or till failure, just 8 to 12 decent reps, hard reps. And this is going to be kind of like an intermediate until we go on to another hamstring specific thing. This is just kind of to get the whole legs working and all that. I did a couple playthrough sets. It was only like 4 reps. And I think this weight should be pretty good for us. But if this one's not crazy, I might even up it a little bit. Just, another plate each side or so. 25, whatever works. I will say it's probably not going to be the best. Let's see. The best depth. This machine's kind of funky. I just think it feels a little bit better for sometimes. I mean, it really depends on the day. Like I said, not the greatest depth, and I should not have locked out there, but it definitely kind of puts pressure on the legs. It's weird because even if I go wide, it can only really get here, maybe at most. And I need to probably work on hip mobility, even though I'm pretty flexible. But let's do one more. So again, not the best depth or anything. So I think for this one, what we're gonna do is just slow it down and go for about 8, and kind of just keep that pressure on the legs as long as possible. I'm trying not to lock out. Knees feeling a little tender, but that's all right. All right. I'm not locked, promise. It's so hard because then once I keep going and keep going, my butt comes off. And then it's like I'm not working necessarily what I'm trying to. I'm happy with that. Feels pretty good. Let's move on to the final ham exercise. Now let's go. All right. And I was kind of contemplating whether or not I want to do lying or seated hamstring curls. And I think, honestly, I think we're going to do seated. I like seated a little bit more. I mean, depending on the day, really. But overall, I'd probably say I like seated a bit more. We're just going to be going heavyweight to failure, 3 sets. And then we'll call it there. All right. Give it like 30, 40 seconds. Go a little heavier. And then one more. 2 more. For how like sick or kind of just low, I don't know what the word is, for not feeling great. I feel strong. So that's always a plus. Not my greatest set. For the last one, we're going to drop set. So we're going to start touch heavier and then drop it probably like 50 or so pounds. All right, this one sitting right at 200. Drop to 150 after we fail and do a couple partials, and hopefully this makes the workout feel a little better. I mean, everything's starting to feel tight and sore, so it's always a plus. I like legs because you can always tell when you work them, like right after, and then they feel good for like 30 minutes, and then you go to the bathroom, sit on the toilet for too long, and you get up and you're like, I'm not ever walking again. I'm gonna walk around for a minute, see how I feel, and we're probably gonna go check the pump. Hey, real quick, breath holds are gonna be before the pump check because so many people are asking for them. I was gonna put them in regardless, but they're gonna be before the pump check. See you. Ooh. Okay. So I dry scooped some pump, which is basically non stem free almost, with a little less and a little different stuff, but it went straight to my throat. And then I didn't have my water next by, so I had to run over to my water, breathe in, and it just started coughing. But I think I only lost like this much of it. Anyways, time for the breath holds. This is kind of what everyone's been asking for recently. We're gonna do 3 sets of them. But yeah, let's get started with that, and then we can go into our, what's it called, our hamstring curls. We're doing a different variation today. That was super difficult. I had to cough the entire time, and I started just letting my breath out slowly, which people say is okay. So I'm like, whatever. I'll count it because technically I'm not breathing back in. But anyways, 2 more. My throat hurts after breathing all that pumping. not gonna lie, that should have been longer. I lost that one. All right. Overall, back of my legs, aka my hamstrings, feeling pretty tight. I can't lie. They're feeling it. So hopefully this was a good day. I mean, I hit hips, because I've been trying to focus more on that every leg day for sure. Um, I videoed the breath holds. I did a good bit. Honestly, I think that transition exercise, not transition, but like intermediate in the middle exercise was actually pretty good. But time to check the pump. I'm actually gonna take these all the way off so we can get a full kind of leg tutorial, leg view. But I didn't hit calves today, and I'm kind of wondering if that was a bad idea. But I'm definitely gonna hit them next week or next leg day. It should be in the next 4 days or so. But overall, I mean, it's always hard to kind of tell a hamstring pump, especially since I'm not the most defined person. I'm not the most tan person. But yeah. Anyways, feels pretty good nonetheless. But yeah, honestly, not mad. Not mad with the day at all. For how bad I felt, I think it was a pretty good day. Let's check one more angle. So this one's a bit more zoomed in on the legs. The definition is going to be there. The quads definitely look a little bit more defined today than they would in, a different leg day, a quad day. But that's because we didn't hit quads. We hit hamstrings. I wish I was not as white as I am. Dang, these things are pale. But But nonetheless, they're always still looking pretty big, which is definitely a plus. But oh my god, dude, you can see I've been golfing a lot. You can see the tan difference, and I'm not normally this tan, and I'm not tan by any means, but definitely darker than these things are. I got to start wearing shorts, high shorts, right up here. All right. Overall, not a bad day, for how bad I felt. I I felt pretty strong, and the pump felt pretty good. It feels pretty good. And whenever I wake up tomorrow, it's probably gonna hurt, which is always a plus. But yeah, I really got nothing else to say. I mean, it's always kind of hard for me. I don't have the most defined legs, but they're definitely getting bigger, especially from where they were like 2 years ago, a year ago, 6 months ago. Like, I can't really be mad. Like, I think whenever they were the most defined, honestly, pretty recently, they've been looking pretty good as far as like quads and everything goes. And my strength is definitely up. If you don't know, I had weak legs for a long time. Never worked them out because I broke one twice. I've had surgeries. I have tons of knee issues. But yeah, so it's cool seeing my legs definitely develop. But overall, I can't be mad with the day. I'm gonna give it a flat 9 as far as just hamstrings go. Not really gonna say hips in the video, just hamstring day. And yeah, that's all I got. I'm gonna go home, eat, rest. I think I might just be exhausted. Maybe I just didn't rest enough, didn't get good sleep. Who knows? But anyways, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate the support, all the comments. Breath holds. I'm gonna put them in before I flex. But thanks for watching the video. See you tomorrow. Peace. Make sure to always stretch and roll your legs. It's good for you. That's how you get big like me.